This morning on DC News Now, gathering across the DMV, marking a year of war in the Middle East. Local students hosting vigils.
We will continue to fight for equality, for justice, for liberation for all people.
While Jewish groups mourn the lives lost that day.
We refuse to let them be defined by how they were slaughtered.
And a dry Tuesday with sunny skies, when you can expect to see the temperatures dip. Plus, helping victims of domestic violence.
Healing is not linear. It is up and down.
The local woman helping survivors rebuild their lives. And stretching your dollar with those Prime Day deals. How you can save money during Amazon's biggest discount event.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning and thanks for starting your Tuesday with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning, Jim. Corey James for the latest on those roads and those traffic times. Shanique will have that in just a couple minutes. Let's start things off with Jackie for that forecast today. And yeah, cool and crisp. I'm really loving it.
No, I know. As soon as I saw the temperature map this morning, I knew you were going to love it because you love the cool air. Yes, cool and crisp out there this morning. About 10 to 15 degrees cooler than yesterday morning around this time. Currently 54 degrees in DC, but look at those 40s back farther out towards the west. We're talking 45 right now in Martinsburg, Winchester, currently 46 in Woodstock, 43 in Luray, 42 though in Cumberland. That's the coolest spot on the map at this point. But like I mentioned, we're running about 10, even close to 15 degrees cooler than yesterday morning. A noticeable difference back over towards Luray, where we're getting closer to a 20-degree difference. Satellite radar, it is all clear. No need for the umbrella today, but you will need the sunglasses. We'll see ample amounts of sunshine as high temperatures. We're right around 70 degrees for your Tuesday afternoon. Tomorrow will be a touch warmer, but I'll have more details. We'll get towards the rest of that 7-day and the latest update on Hurricane Milton in just a few minutes. But Shanique is back. Latest on those roadways. I know it's starting to get a little bit busy out there.
Oh yeah, it's been busy since the 5 o'clock hour, and this is why. So we're right in Montgomery County, just past Bradley Boulevard. You're still pretty heavy on your brakes. We had an earlier vehicle fire right near Claire Barton Parkway. That fire is now out, but you are still seeing residual delays because of that earlier situation there. And you can see you're pretty slow through the 270 spur. Now, once you head over the American Legion Bridge, you're looking good to go. If you're going to Virginia, here's Darnestown Road. You might see some delays because of an earlier crash right near Muddy Branch Road.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Time right now, 6:02. Breaking now out of Fairfax County, Virginia. Police say an update in the story that we first told you about at 5 o'clock that they have taken a wanted man into custody after a barricade in Merrifield at Livingston Lane. They say the man was possibly armed, refusing to get out of the vehicle. Now, of course, we will continue to work to learn more about this story and try to get some information on why this man was wanted. We'll have more on that on DC News Now. New details in a Virginia shooting that happened at a Herndon shopping center.
Police say the suspect is now in custody. The suspect, Mohammed Abdallah, facing several felony charges, including firearm and abduction charges. Now officials say the 25-year-old is accused of shooting someone at the World Gate Shopping Center Sunday in Herndon. Police are expected to release more information later this morning. And DC police are investigating a shooting that happened on T Street in Northeast. Now officers say a man was shot. They say he was not breathing when they arrived on the scene. This is a developing story, and we will update you as we continue to learn more.
And this morning, a woman is dead after being hit by a car in Gaithersburg, Maryland. It happened last night after 9 o'clock near Great Seneca Highway and Kentlands Boulevard. Montgomery County Police say the woman was found in the road. They say she died at the scene. Officers tell us the driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating with them. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. And the anniversary of the Hamas terror attack against Israel on October 7th sparked campus vigils on both sides.
The University of Maryland saw supporters of Palestine and supporters of Israel hold competing vigils to honor those killed. Our Liberty Simmons has reaction from students from both sides. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Well, two events were held on campus on the anniversary, one by the Students for Justice in Palestine and the other by the UMD Hillel group. Now, both of these sides have been experiencing loss and pain in this seemingly unending war. And it has been 1 year since October 7th when the terrorist group Hamas launched an attack at an Israeli music festival. The attack left 1,200 dead with more than 250 victims taken hostage. It sparked a year of war in the Middle East that has led to more than 41,000 Palestinians dead. Students for Justice in Palestine held a vigil to honor the Palestinians killed, while UMD Hillel held a vigil calling for the return of the hostages. Now, the events almost didn't happen after UMD banned all campus events on October 7th, citing safety concerns. SJP brought the university to court under the First Amendment grounds and won. SJP students said it was important to call attention to genocide on the one-year mark, despite criticism from some that it was insensitive. UMD Hillel students say the anniversary is personal because some of the hostages killed were their own family members.
We will continue to fight for equality, for justice, for liberation for all people.
I think they definitely have a freedom of speech to say what they want, but doing it on the 7th, I think is a little bit disrespectful.
Meanwhile, DMV Palestinian Youth, that group is also planning to hold yet another vigil this evening in Alexandria. For now, live here at UMD, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
All right, thank you, Liberty. Well, in the district, the Jewish community gathered for a remembrance ceremony at the Anthem. At yesterday's event, speakers called for peace and focused on the hostages who are still in Gaza. People at the event also commemorated the day through prayers and song. Family members of the hostages vowed to keep demanding the Israeli and American governments push for an agreement to bring their loved ones home and bring peace to the Middle East. Now, the issue of the rise in anti-Semitism was also brought up, bringing up security issues and the need to stand together. The CEO of the Jewish Community Relations Council of Greater Washington had this to say about the hostages that were killed.
We will forever mourn the deaths of our brothers and sisters so brutally and mercilessly taken from us. But we refuse to let them be defined by how they were slaughtered.
Now he says instead they want to remember those killed by how they lived, saying October 7th will forever be etched in the collective Jewish consciousness.
Time right now is coming up on 6:07. Developing this morning, a man is facing murder and arson charges for deadly fire killing 3 people in Southeast D.C. Investigators say he started the fire on purpose and at one point was in a relationship with one of the victims. We do want to warn you, the information that you're about to hear could be disturbing. DC News Now's Randy Bass reports on those latest developments.
Possible domestic dispute. Yeah, we were here last night. The guy tried to light the curtains on fire.
The deadly fire, the last of several calls made to 911 from that 23rd Street address between Saturday evening and Sunday morning. Investigators say the suspect, Robert Simpson, used to live in the home and had been previously romantically involved with victim Jessica Cunningham. 2 other people also living in the home killed in the fire. Margaret and Ronald McKinnon were mother and son. Police say in the days and hours leading up to the fire, there were multiple calls coming from that address. Cunningham also reported a domestic assault involving Simpson earlier in the day, telling officers he almost killed her.
What makes this even more tragic? People were doing the right thing. People responded, worked very hard, and still the outcome's terrible.
New court documents in the case detail what they believe were her pleas for help when the fire broke out, screaming and struggling to breathe, saying, "He came back. The house is on fire. He came back." Police say they canvassed the area for about an hour when the assault call came in Sunday morning, but didn't stay at the home. Police Chief Pamela Smith today explaining the decision not to stay at the home even after multiple calls came in.
But we also put our folks back in service until we can find some other identifying information or circumstances that requires us to place someone at the home. I mean, we just wouldn't just sit officers at a particular location for an extended period of time.
And that was Randy Bass reporting there. DC Fire Chief John Donnelly says the city has not seen a fire like this in almost 15 years. Simpson is expected back in court again a month from today. And minimum wage may soon go up in Prince George's County, Maryland. Yesterday, the county council voted 5-0 in favor of passing a bill to increase the wage. Right now, minimum wage in the county's $15 an hour. But one council member says that is not enough with the current cost of living.
What we're really trying to do is just create a system that allows us to constantly look at what our minimum wage is, what inflation is, and how do we make sure that our minimum wage is constantly increasing with inflation so that people can afford to live, have their rent, food, health care, just basic necessities taken care of.
And next month, the public hearing is expected to take place on the proposed increase. After that, the council is going to take a final vote on the bill. And today marks the beginning of Amazon Prime Big Deal Day.
And with the holiday season just around the corner, there could be some deals that help you get a head start on all of that holiday shopping. And some of the deals offered include winter fashion items like sweaters and jackets, deals on Halloween costumes and accessories, savings on electronics, deals from small businesses, and discount on travel services. These deals are happening today and tomorrow. And DC police are reminding people in the district that they can use those Amazon lockers across the city. It is the first city in the nation to install community Amazon lockers outside of police stations, and this is all to help combat package thefts. Now, these Amazon lockers can be found across the district. 8 of them are at those police stations. Amazon says the other pickup locations are Whole Foods grocery stores. Customers can select their packages to arrive at one of these lockers instead of their homes. Once a package is delivered, customers are notified and they can use a Bluetooth device or even a cell phone to enter a code to access that locker. Now, Amazon not the only place for deals. A few other places have sales in discounts on all kinds of things like furniture and electronics. Walmart holiday deal event starts today and goes through the 13th. Target Circle Week started over the weekend and features an entire week of savings. And Wayfair's Holiday Way Day, well, that runs until October 9th. All right, 6:10 now on a Tuesday. A new report shows grocery prices increasing through the end of the year.
Yeah, still ahead this morning, we're going to stretch your dollar by finding some of the best prices for you, plus protecting students from bullying, what one local school district is doing to keep your kids safe.
But first, we are taking a live look outside. So, Jackie, what can people expect when they head out today other than a nice cool start?
Yeah, it's cooler than yesterday morning. Many areas right now running about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than we started off with yesterday morning. So, noticeable difference. Many areas starting off into those low to mid 50s, but some those upper 40s, especially back over towards parts of the I-81 corridor. But more details and a look ahead towards the rest of that 7-day and the latest update with Hurricane Milton right after the break.